All right. Welcome back to Argus. This is the Shadow Files finale. I have a feeling we're getting close to the end. I could be wrong, but it does feel like we're getting close. Either way, whether it takes us 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours to complete the Shadow Files in this live stream, we are gonna do it tonight. So, just rules for everybody in chat. If you've already completed the shadow files, please do not spoil. No spoilers in chat. But if you haven't completed the shadow files, or if you maybe you deleted Argus before the shadow files came out and you decided to yourself like, hey, I don't really want to play all of Argus all over again to get to the shadow files, and you're just gonna watch Tongue Tied complete the shadow files. Hey, that's okay too, but buckle in. It's about to go down. We are gonna figure out who is setting all these fires and who is the void, and it's one of the three. It's either Bill, Arnold, or Jasper. One of the three. I think it might be Jasper. I could be wrong. And I'll tell you why my theory is Jasper. I feel like Arnold and Bill is too obvious. Actually, we kind of already cleared Arnold. We searched into Arnold's basement, found those color pencils, but keep in mind those color pencils were glued in place, so they weren't being used to color with. So you can't say that Arnold's was suspect because Arnold's coloring the pictures, because Arnold actually didn't color those pictures. Arnold's color pencils are actually stuck in place; they're glued in place. And the one picture that we did find didn't have any void on there, and it looked like it was drawn by his son, and that's why he was keeping it as a memento in his safe, because it was from his son who died in the fire. And it also didn't look, it was done differently than the actual pictures that we're seeing in, for example, the actual void pictures. So that leaves Bill and Jasper. Bill, in the group chat that we had, in the video group chat, was the only one that was like, hey, let's do this. Let's give it a shot. Like, let's talk to this journalist who we were pretending to be a journalist. Let's talk to this journalist and, work to clear our name. And then Arnold and Jasper were like, nah, we don't want to do that. And then Jasper was also talking about Arnold being just like a drunk and being an alcoholic and drinking too much, yada, yada. But I don't know. It's just Jasper is not the most suspicious, and he's not the least suspicious. He's the most medium suspicious person, and the most medium suspicious person is normally the villain. And so that's my reasoning behind Jasper, is because he is the most medium suspicious person. Just like how I figured out who Unknown was in Argus, because I knew Ben was Argus, because Ben was the most medium suspicious person out of anybody that could have been Argus. And you can agree or disagree with my reasoning, but regardless, I was right. So there you have it. It's great to see everybody in chat. Lyco, Ungame, Bella, Miss Azrael's Gaming. Great to have everybody here. Hope you guys are enjoying and having a great night. For those of you that are in chat and lurking in the Tethered, in the background, in the shadows, welcome. And I'm happy that you're here. And keep in mind that you can join as a member of Tongue Tied Games for the incredibly low price of 99 cents per month, and you get access to an awesome custom emojis. You get access to awesome custom badges next to your name that will change over time, depending on how long you've been a member for. So something to consider. It's always appreciated, but it is never expected. But something to consider if you guys want to be able to use some custom emojis in your comments or in chat, and if you want to get like a nice, awesome custom badge next to your name as well. All right. Lyco says, I haven't watched any of this. Well, you're about to find out who the villain is, Lyco. All right. Says I feel like that was directed at me. Well, because Az was always saying that I had no reason of suspecting Ben, but I did have a reason to suspect Ben. It's just that Az didn't like my reasoning, and Az was wrong about who she suspected, and Az was jealous. Az was jealous of tongue tied and being able to figure out that it was Ben. All right, let's get into it. I think we last left off. There was somebody reaching out in the injustice chat. The justice chat right here. So I think Jasper. Okay, we have a video from Jasper in the justice chat.
Hey Arnold, sober again? Is there anything new about the break-in?
See, so yet again playing at Arnold's drunken self, and then even quoted the break-in, like quote unquote break-in, because even Jasper doesn't believe it. Arnold says, "Funny, I'll laugh later. Hey, no offense, but you should consider drinking a little less. Maybe when your wife won't run away anymore." Damn. Boom, roasted like that. Burn. You bringing in Arnold's wife? Yikes. He just shots fired at future ex-wife of Arnold, and Ben Arnold's pissed. About to find out what he has to say.
Have you lost your mind? The way you're acting, it wouldn't surprise me if you were the killer.
See, even Arnold thinks Jasper is the killer. Even Arnold. Lyco says, "What's this? Community gaming? Let me put something in." No, I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat, Lyco. Yeah, so I didn't know that this was a thing, but apparently there's a thing that you can set goals to. So I didn't really know what I was doing with the goal. I just kind of set it up, and basically what I did was I set it up so that way, if we reach the goal, we'll have a community gaming session in Discord where I'll be in attendance. Anyone else can be in attendance. We'll try to play some games that include everyone or most everyone if other people would like to play those games, whether they're scary games, fun games, maybe it's a multiplayer game like Fall Guys that has room for a lot of people to all play at once. And then we can all play in Discord together. We can all talk, we can chat, we can ask questions. We can just chill. I mean, whatever you guys really want, But I saw that and I was like, well, let me throw something in there. Like, why not? Couldn't hurt. Also, Lyco, thank you for the 19 months. I saw that you remembered up as the Onyx tier for 19 months. I truly appreciate that, Lyco. Thank you, thank you. A long time. You got Super TT as your badge. Super TT as the badge. I need to put my icon somewhere else. We'll put it over the justice icon. That'll be a good spot for it. So please calm down. Jasper didn't mean it that way. I think Jasper did mean it that way. And then that was really inappropriate, Jasper. Talking about somebody else's future ex-wife. You don't bring in future ex-wives. It's rude. It was just well-meant advice. Calm down, guys. Stop it already. Stay out of this, Bill. Shut up, Bill. Now both Jasper and Arnold are against Bill. All right. You guys carry on with your bullshit. I have to leave now anyways. And Bill's like, you know what? Screw you guys too. I'm out. Tim's back online. That's kind of funny. It's just well-meant advice. Calm down, guys. Shut up, Bill. Stay out of this, Bill. It's funny that they didn't really say that to me. They didn't tell me to shut up, but because they know you don't be telling the TT to shut up because the TT is gonna figure out who the damn void is. Always, never wrong. I was wrong once. I was wrong with the healing. Who would have thought it would have been the dits of the group? I'm not sure how I feel about Anna in this episode either. I'm still a little salty about Anna. Anna was unknown. Anna did assist in the death of characters of our friends in the healing, and yet she gets to just act like nothing ever happened. Anna kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about Anna in the Shadow Files. Says I've been wrong a few times about a lot of things. Name 10. And I've not been wrong about a few things or a lot of times. That's factually incorrect. Arnold's wife's dead, TT. She can't be. Oh, you're right. You're right. The Arnold's wife is dead. No, Arnold's son. Arnold's son's dead. Bill's wife is dead. It's Arnold. Arnold is his son. Arnold's wife actually separated from him. So, still future ex-wife. Well, if they separated, then they're currently ex-wives. But I don't think they're divorced. So, still future ex-wife. Just saying. Yeah, got back. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. You know, it happens to the best of us. It just doesn't happen to me. You know. But yeah, Bill's wife died, who was a teacher in the fire, who was a teacher at the school, who died in the fire, and then it was Arnold's son that died. And then Jasper was is Jasper a counselor at the school? I feel like I remember them saying Jasper was a counselor at the school, and Jasper was there when the fire broke out. And supposedly he's been having some mental issues or crises or panic attacks or something like that. Jasper didn't have any relatives or blood that died in the fire, but I get, obviously had students that died in the fire. But to me, I don't see that as nearly as bad as like somebody's wife or kid. Just saying. Anyway, Tim says we've arrived at Kate's house. Look around outside to see if we can find any traces. Fuck, the front door's open. Don't go in. It could be a trap. Hurry up. Maybe Kate's still in there. Kate's definitely not in there, but I also don't think it's a trap either. But I do think that they need to go in to investigate, to try to find clues as to where Kate might be. You never know. But damn, hurry up, I guess. It's definitely not a trap. There's no way it's a trap. Even Nina agrees. Yes, go in now. But we know Nina's been making mistakes too. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Shadow, but Shadow's been making some crucial mistakes. Shadow's been rookie mode this entire episode.
Little Kate, because of you, she was dragged into the void. And because of you, she will die in the void. Show how brave you are and reach into the void for her.
So Kate got taken by the void, and I think that was just a recording. I don't think that was void. That was live void, because how would void even know that they were in there? I think that might have just been a recording. I don't know. But you see all the pictures, they were all done the same exact way. But Kate's definitely grabbed up. Void's got Kate. James, welcome to the stream, James. Great to have you here. Nina says, please, we have to help my sister. Perhaps we will find another clue on the tablet. The drawings could be important. We should watch the video again. I mean, maybe we could find a clue on the tablet. I mean, I feel like that would be the best course. Anime XYZ Gaming, welcome. Another mess person? Me? I'm a mess person? What's a mess person? As says that he could be missing person. Yeah. Another missing person. So yeah, Kate's now missing. Kate, if you remember, Kate is Shadow's sister, which we didn't know that Shadow had a sister, but now we know. And now she's kidnapped by the Void. who is either Bill or Jasper at this point, and I think it's probably closer to Jasper than it is um, Bill. To be honest, I think I think it's probably Jasper. That's who my guess is. TT is super messy. You know what? I will admit that my game room is pretty messy. It needs to be cleaned. I still have glitter and confetti from Lyco's confetti bomb trap on the floor. Like I still never cleaned it up. It's still on the floor. I got it. I got to take some time to do that. Tim says Nina is looking right now, but the void has left us another clue. Think of the previous victims. They were all found exactly as depicted in their drawings. What does that mean for us? So we know where the void is taking Kate. Do we? I mean, we didn't really see the picture very well. The burned down school, to the cemetery, to the practice. To a practice? Like a hospital practice? Is that what they mean? The cemetery? It's probably the burned down school. I'd be willing to bet it's the burned down school. Like, why wouldn't it be? And is there a picture? Like, did we ever get a picture? It's got to be the school. Why would Void take Kate anywhere else other than the school, the burned down school? But I don't remember seeing the actual picture. Well, I remember seeing it, but I couldn't really see it very good. Couldn't see it that good. But we don't have one saved either. So I'm just gonna say the school because that's what makes sense. Like, why would they take it anywhere else other than the burned down school? 100% the burned down school. Dea, welcome. Hi, how is Dea doing? Great to see you, Dea. Damn, miss you. How's Dea? Ah, yes, there it is. Oh yeah, it is the burned down school. Like the 1 + 1 = 2. The void. There's Kate. Yeah, 100% the school. That's it. The school has been closed since the fire. We need to head there right now. So they're heading to the school. I'm a damn genius. I didn't even know, and I knew. I didn't even know, and I knew. That's how damn genius I am. And now we gotta talk to Anna, who's gonna forever be sus. Like it's just how it's gonna be. I just don't know how I feel about Anna. I have now spoken to Cornelia Summer. I recorded the phone call. Let's see what Cornelia has to say. I know it's not a nice thing to do, but drastic situations require drastic measures. It's 1 minute and 16 seconds, so buckle in. We got a audio to listen to.
Like I said, it's about that fire that happened 20 years ago.
Please don't remind me. My family died that day, and my life has never been the same again.
I'm sorry to open up old wounds, but I think that fire could be connected to a recent case. There was a fire at a school a year ago, and it looks like the culprit is the same.
The same person? Oh my God.
I know it sounds crazy, but there are similarities. You said that you suspected one of your son's classmates had started the fire, right?
Yeah, my son was going through a difficult time and had problems with a few of his classmates. It could have been any one of them, but my memories have become blurred recently. The names, everything is like a fog.
Maybe it'll help if I send you information about the recent fire. If you look at the pictures and read the reports, you might remember something. Every detail could be important.
Sure, send me everything. Maybe I'll find a piece of the puzzle after all.
I agree. The voice for Anna doesn't sound like the voice that we were used to in The Healing. I think it is. I think it is somebody who's voicing Anna. I don't think that's actually Anna. I could be wrong. Maybe it is. Maybe it's actually Anna, like IRL using her voice to do the recording. Like maybe they reached out to her and said, "Hey, we need you to do this," and she was able to do it. But I don't think so because the Anna IRL I believe is shoot, I don't know where they're from, but they don't sound as clear English as that. They do have an accent. So I don't think that is Anna's IRL voice. I think that's somebody who's I think it's a different voice. That just opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think it's a I think somebody else's. I don't think that's Anna's voice from the healing at least. So that's really helpful. Do you think she can think of anything else? What will you do next? What are you going to do next, Anna? Not much I can do right now. I think we'll have to wait and see. But this gives me the chance to take a closer look at Cypher. I'll text you. Or you text me. And V for Void is calling.
The biggest lie of mankind is pretending to be important. In 2 years, no one will remember you. You will disappear into the void, just as billions of people have done before you. But before I disappear into absolute nothingness, I will drag the arsonist into the void with me. They have taken everything from me. Now, I will take everything from them. Anyone who tries to stop me will disappear into the void. Nothing will remain.
Sheesh, mama. It didn't get me because I was looking at chat, so it didn't get me. But I was just thinking too. Is the arsonist and the void are different people, right? Or at least that's what they're portraying. They're portraying that the arsonist and void are different people. So who's the arsonist and who's the void? And is Arnold, Bill, and Jasper, is one of them the arsonist and is one of them the void? And if that's the case, then who's who and which is which? Or is the void just somebody completely different that we haven't met yet? Or is the arsonist somebody completely different that way? I feel like we're trying to figure out who the void is, but if we figure out who the arsonist is, we don't know we don't know who set the fires. And is it one of the three? And and that's the thing. If one of the three, if it's Arnold, Bill, or Jasper that set the fire, why would Arnold set the fire in the school and kill his son, right? Why would Bill set the fire in the school and kill his wife? That wouldn't make any sense. Jasper could have set the fire. Jasper didn't have any family in there. But then who's the void? Is the void Bill and or Arnold? That would make sense because then, if the fire took everything from them, the fire took away the son, which could have been Arnold's everything, and then Arnold turned into the void. But we kind of already figured out that it was not Arnold, but it could be Bill then, because if the fire took everything from Bill, which was his wife, then Bill could be void, trying to figure out who the arsonist is, which could potentially be Jasper. I think I'm on the right track. What's the odds that sorry, rookie move, forgot to set my phone on do not disturb, so you guys saw that little notification pop in, but it was just a Discord notification, no big deal. But so what I was saying was, what are the odds that the void and the arsonist are the same person? I don't know how that could be because the void is trying to get the arsonist. I'm not sure. Now I'm confused. I do think if the arsonist is one of the three, I think the arsonist is probably Jasper. But if the void is one of the three, and if the void is not the same as the arsonist, then the void would have to be Bill. But if the void could be the same as the arsonist, then the void could also be Jasper. If that was a possibility. There's really only one way to find out, though. We just got to continue. We just got to continue on. And I don't want to text Anna anyways. We got to talk to the void, who's either Bill or Jasper. It's one of the two. You will disappear in the void. Nobody will stop my revenge. You're just as insane as the other psychos. Nothing special. You're pretty angry for someone who supposedly feels nothing. Right, he feels a lot of emotions. He feels nothing, but yet he's super angry, super emotional. What's up, Wolfie? Welcome to the stream, Wolfie. How are you? Welcome, welcome. But look, Void's just as insane as the rest of them. Except for JK Knight. JK Knight was misunderstood. And Charlie's our best friend. It says silly TT, rookie mistake. Yes, I know. Thank you for the continued membership of 35 freaking months. That is 1 month away. Woo, mama. That is 1 month away from being 3 years. Sheesh. Holy cow, I didn't realize I was at 35 months. You really can't get rid of me now. Love you, T. I appreciate that, Thank you so much. Yeah, almost 3 years. Almost. Man, 1 month away. Next month. Your next month's celebration will be 3 years. It's been 3 years since I played what's it called? Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal Investigation. TT's the ever-staying rookie. Am not. I even had live chat on before you even asked about live chat, so I don't even want to hear it. It was actually 3 years back in May, but I forgot to renew a few times. Oh, so it's been over 3 years. I got you. YouTube never counts full months like Twitch does. I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. Need to play their new game. Was it Annie? A-N-I? Yeah, we'll have to check it out. So the Void says, I'm not interested in your opinion. I will tear the arsonist into the Void. That's all that counts. Shadow, you, Tim, Anna, the Void will swallow you up. It will end soon. Nothing will remain. This is my question. Why is the Void so out to get us? Yeah, we're trying to figure out who the Void is, but we're also trying to figure out who the arsonist is. Maybe the Void can work with us and figure out who the arsonist is, while we also try to figure out who the Void is. But for somebody who claims to have no feelings, they super angry all the time. Just want to let the Void Hunters know, not Jasper, Nina and Tim, that we talked to the Void again. Void's been in touch. Anything important? We just arrived at the school. Kate is more important right now. You can read the chat later. He confirmed the motive. He wants to avenge the fire at the school. No, he's just trying to spread fear again. Look, it's nothing important. The Void's not important. We know the Void's not important. He's just trying to spread fear. He's talking about how he wants to catch the arsonist, which we all know that. We all know already. We got Tim reaching out to us, calling us.
Look, Nina, I think we can get in here.
All right, so they made it to the burned down school, it looks like. They found the main entrance. Let's hope it's not a trap. Probably is. Couldn't, I would doubt that the void wouldn't leave you a trap. We have to take that risk. Let's get in there. Let's go in. Be careful. Stay together. Please get in touch every few minutes. Just stay together. But also be careful. But also stay in touch every few minutes. Just like reach out. Make sure you let me know that you're still alive. Don't worry, we will. Out of it, we can still smell the smoke. The walls are black with soot. What a strange atmosphere. As if the building absorbed all the pain. We're definitely in the right place. Yep, they got a little arrow towards where I guess the fire is. That a fire symbol? There's definitely a little arrow there. Day says, I will try to stay here, but don't mind if I fall asleep. I'm not at my 100 still with my headache. I apologize that you have a headache, Daya, and I look, Daya, I know you fall asleep to the sound of my voice. It's okay. It's okay. A lot of people do. A lot of people they just find my voice to be that soothing. No. No, I appreciate you hanging out, Daya. I really do. The void awaits you. Where is the arrow pointing? I don't like that at all. Yeah, where's the arrow pointing? Let's talk about that. Further into the building, obviously. But where into the building, Tim? This is probably how Caro and the others have felt in Westbrook. That looked like it was inside one of the schools there. Premium chat option. Do you hear or see anything? I didn't hear or see anything, but I mean, we can ask them if they hear or see anything. There is something. Sounds like a whimper? What? They really heard something? I could just barely hear it. Barely hear it. It was so faint. Is that Kate? Where does it come from? Clearly someone's crying. Yeah, clear it did sound like somebody was crying, but yeah, I could barely hear it too. I'm right there with you, Amy. Also, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Great to see you. Love your badge next to your name, Amy. The the Tongue Tied Games official cat, the official cat of Tongue Tied Games, Griffin, in the tongue tied hoodie with the tongue tied X over the eye. I love it. Yeah, it's definitely someone crying, but where's it coming from? I think that's more important. TT's for sure on top messages. Can't tell me. No, it's definitely live chat. 100% live chat. It's not my fault that chat's being weird. That it's coming in weird. It's definitely on live chat. I promise you. The hell's that? Must be closed. Tim and I will check it out. Oh shit. The hell's that? Is that damn Kate in a damn cell? Cage? Locked up? Looks like somebody. That's Nina's sister. He has her locked in her cage. You have to get her out of there. Then the void is also close by. Thank God she's like, you look, you got to get Kate out of there. But how? The cage is secured with a combination lock. Oh, well, if it's a combination lock, I'll be able to figure that out. I'm really good with combination locks. Is Kate injured? Has Has she seen the kidnapper? Did Kate tell you why or what exactly happened? Is Kate injured? She's still dazed and has a severe headache, but apart from that, she seems to be doing well. We have to do something tongue-tied. There's nothing, or there's something on the board. Like on a chalkboard? Yeah. Flames will dominate, all torment lasts. Oh, decimate, not dominate. My bad. Flames will decimate, all torment lasts. Or flames will decimate all, comma, torment lasts. Okay. What does that say? What's in the bottom right? It says key equals syllables. Syllables. So the lock or the key, the code, is syllables of what? The words here. Flames will decimate, all torment lasts. Flames will is 1 and 1. Decimate, that's 2. All's 1. Torment, 2. Lasts 1. So 1 1 2 1 2 1. 1 1 2 1 2 1. So 112 and 121. Somebody put that in chat. 112 and 121. That's got to be the code then. If that's what that means, if the lock means equals syllable, if the code is syllables, then it's 1 2 1 1 1 2 1 2 1. 112 and 121. Put it in chat. It can't have been there for long. It still smells subtly of chalk. Well, that's because it was written with chalk, Nina. Then it's a message from the murderer. Or the arsonist, which I guess would also be a murderer. So either way, just another one of the crazy threats. And what does that mean? It's got to be a hint because it has a little lock equals syllables. Thank you, Az, for the numbers. 112, 121. Yeah, for sure. Isn't decimate 3? Decimate? Decimate is it 3? Decimate. Yeah, it is 3. I was saying it too fast. Decimate. Decimate. Yeah. Or is it decim? Is it decimate? Like decimate? Decimate? It's 3. So it's 113 121. So it is 3. 113 121. 113 121. Decimate. Yeah, for 3. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely 3. 100%. So Tim says, I have a feeling too, there must be more to it than that. What do you think? The void has been playing with us all along. What if this is something like a riddle or a task? What if we can use it to get the code for Kate's cage? Kate is scared to death and we have a bloody puzzle to solve. How are we supposed to come up with a 6-digit number combination for this short sentence? We already figured out. That is 6-digit. It's 113 121. Look, I already have an idea. There are symbols in the picture that looks like a key. Let's count the letters of the words. Maybe there's some numbers hidden in the words. No, the something about the symbol with the picture that looks like a key. And then it says equal syllables. And we figured out that it's 113 121 because decimate is 3 syllables. Decimate. Yeah, 100% 3. Oh, really? Now I see it too. Yes, it's a key and the word next to it reads syllables. That's the other thing too. Like, why would the void even give us that clue? Like, why would they even give us a hint? Why would they give us the possibility of even freeing Kate? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, nobody would well, I guess psychos would, but like, you wouldn't just be like, hey, I'm gonna give you guys a hint as to how to save Kate. You know, I did kidnap her. Yes, I was gonna kill her. But if you really want to save her, figure out this riddle, and then you can save her. Like, it doesn't make much sense. Like, who are we dealing with? The Riddler from Batman? Like, I don't like. Why would they even write that on the chalkboard? Why would they even give us like a chance to save anybody? If the Void's actions are literally just trying to eliminate Shadow and Tim, then while Shadow and Tim is in there with Kate, then the Void should just light a fire and then burn the school down again. So Shadow says, "Oh shit, the door, someone is here. That must be the Void. Tongue tie quick, we need the code. 113121. Easy. You're welcome. Saved your life, Kate. Say thank you." I didn't actually mean it, but you're welcome.
Thank you so much. The cage is open. Kate is free.
Watch out, he's coming. We have to hide.
He's here. Is there anything I can do from here? Can Kate walk? Look, is there anything that I can do? Probably not, but I might as well ask. Nina and Tim are now offline. It's probably not good. I don't want to talk to Anna. I don't like Anna. I'm still sus on Anna. I'm as much sus on Anna as I am Franca. And the person who voiced Franca. AKA Miss Azeroth's Gaming. Tongue-tied, Cornelia Summer contacted us. And you seem excited. Spill the beans. We barely... Look, spill the damn beans, Anna. We barely have time. I ain't got time for you to just beating around the bush. I know, just listen for yourself. All right.
Hi, Anna. How are you? I've now had a look through your documents.
Cornelia, thank you for calling me back. Well, did you notice anything?
Indeed, I did. You also sent me the newspaper report about these 3 suspects. Arnold, Bill, and Jasper.
Exactly. But just for the sake of completeness, the 3 of them have nothing to do with the fire. On the contrary, all of them lost someone in the fire.
No. One of them went to school with my son. I suspected him right from the start.
What? Which one of them is it?
Jasper.
Are you sure?
1000%. I will never forget that face.
My God. That changes everything. I'm sorry. I have to go now.
Hear me out. Jasper has got a big old beard. I bet Jasper looks nothing. And a bunch of tattoos, if you've seen his gallery. Bunch of tattoos. Big old beard. Probably looks nothing like he did when he was a kid, which was like the other clipping that was 20 years ago. He probably looks nothing like he did as a kid, and yet Cornelia's like, I would never forget that face. But so does that means that Jasper is the arsonist then? Like Jasper is the one that set the fire 20 years ago, which probably the same person that set the fire recently, which means that Void could potentially be Bill. Potentially, it's not Arnold. We already figured that out. But it's either the Void is either Bill or Jasper is not only the arsonist but also the Void, which doesn't make sense because then he'd be searching for himself. He's trying to drag himself into the Void. Unless he's so psychotic that the Void is a different personality than his arsonist self. And then maybe his arsonist self is a different personality than his Jasper self. Like maybe there's a Jasper, there's an arsonist, and there's a Void personality. Or maybe I'm just thinking too deep into it, and Bill's Void and Jasper's arsonist. It's got to be something. It's got to be one of the theories. So Jasper can't be the Void. It's finally over. I have to write to the Void immediately to find out who the arsonist is. I have to write to the Void immediately to find out who the arsonist is. I thought we just figured out who the arsonist was. Oh, we have to reach out to the Void to find out who the arsonist is. To let the Void know who the arsonist is? I don't know. That's confusing. I'm gonna do that just because I have no idea what that means. I feel like the sentence is messed up a little bit. Tell the psycho. So we're telling the Void who the arsonist is. Then he can let Nina and her sister go. But that also means only Bill and Arnold can be the Void, but not Arnold. It's probably Bill. It's either Bill or Jasper still. But if it's not Jasper, if Jasper isn't the Void and the arsonist, then Void is definitely Bill. That's my theory. I know who the arsonist is. I know Jasper, don't you? Hey, idiot. You can stop your psycho bullshit now. Definitely going on with that. Hey, idiot. You can stop your psycho bullshit now. Provoking me won't change your fate. Jasper is responsible for the fire at the school. Has your ability to speak now also disappeared into the Void? Yeah, that's probably what happened. He's so stunned that the Void is so stunned that he couldn't figure it out, that we had to figure it out, and now the Void's just like, oh man, like you're so damn genius, tongue-tied. Like I can't believe I didn't figure that out. That's impossible. Jasper can't be the reason why I fell into the Void. The only reason the Void would say that. There's only one reason the Void would say that. The only reason the Void would say that Jasper isn't the reason that he became the Void is because Jasper is the Void. And if Jasper is the Void, then also Jasper is the arsonist. So, damn. So the theory about Jasper being like, what's that? What's that called? Not, I mean, I guess technically multiple personalities, but like DID. So dissociative identity disorder. Dissociative identity disorder, meaning that Jasper can essentially be himself, the arsonist, and the Void, but not at the same exact time. And whenever Jasper is the Void, he doesn't know, like his Jasper self wouldn't know. And if Jasper is the arsonist, then the Void wouldn't know that the arsonist was doing things or the Jasper was doing things. It would be switching back and forth, and they wouldn't know who's doing what. Which goes to question, like, how did... Again, we don't know if this is true or not. We don't know if Jasper has this type of mental disorder, but if that is the case, then he had this like crazy mental disorder. How did he become like a counselor for the school or a teacher for the school or whatever he was for the school? Like, did they not like do any background on that? And on top of that, like, does Jasper know? Like the good guy Jasper. Does Jasper know that he's the arsonist and the Void? And if he does know, that's kind of crazy. But if he doesn't know, then he would be going in and out of these personalities. But like say for example, he went from Jasper, the good guy, to the arsonist, set the fire, and then went back to being Jasper, the good guy, not knowing that he just set the fire. and now he's panicking for his life and all this and that, but like he doesn't know that he set the fire. And then all of a sudden he becomes the void, because you remember they did say Jasper had a lot of mental breakdowns, right? He was suffering from a lot of stress, he was suffering from a lot of panic attacks, he was suffering mentally. So it does make sense that he could be having this dissociative identity disorder because of the mental break that the fire caused, that he caused. So he was like this before then. I don't know. Anyway, so then hear me out. When he becomes the void, the good guy Jasper doesn't know that he's the void. But then like what happens? Like he just the Jasper just like goes into a twilight zone and like doesn't know, like essentially falling asleep. He falls asleep and then just wakes up in a random spot, not knowing how he got there or what he did to get there, or what happened in between. Like he just loses 2 hours of his day and he's just like, oh, that's normal. Like it doesn't. And then on top of that, like the school didn't do a vetting of him. They just hired him. They're like, yep, you're good. There's nothing mentally wrong with you. I don't know. I'm super confused. The only way I'm not going to be confused is if the void ends up being Bill. If the void ends up being Arnold and the arsonist ends up being Arnold, that's going to be confusing. But also, I think I've laid out the track. I think I've laid out the groundwork pretty in depth with you guys already. I've already told you exactly how I feel how I feel he goes about it with the dissociative identity disorder. I think that's definitely what's happening. Anyways, Tim says, tongue-tied. Kate, Nina, and I ran into the next classroom. We're hiding under some tables. My sister would like to thank you personally for your help, tongue-tied. The void had placed Kate's cell phone on the desk. She was able to see it but couldn't reach it. And then Kate says, tongue-tied. Thank you so much for your help. Let's check out Kate's profile. This is that is Kate, aka Paper Crane. Paper Crane is does a lot of DJ work, and you can kind of see it right there in the background. Paper Crane is good at mixing some music and stuff, and does a lot of that on Twitch, and it's fun listening. It's a fun listen anytime Paper Crane starts jamming out on Twitch. It's nice to meet you, Kate. We'll have to postpone getting to know each other. Sorry, no worries. Look, Kate, it's great getting to know you, but we'll have to postpone meeting each other and formally introducing ourselves. Let's save your life first. How about that? There's important news. We know who the arsonist is. Cello, thank you for joining in. How is Cello doing? Cello Ren, welcome in. Cello's been a member for 24 months. They hit the 2-year mark as the Midnight Tethered. I appreciate that, Cello. Thank you so much. Cello's also working with the official cat of Tongue-Tied, the Griffin cat, sporting the hoodie and the X over the eye. So Tim says, who is it? And we're saying it's Jasper. That's the arsonist. Can't believe it. Well, believe it, Shadow. I figured it out, and you didn't. And apparently it's been Jasper that's been crushing you at your own hacking game, Shadow. But Shadow says, I can't believe it. Then Jasper started the fires, and Arnold or Bill is the void. Unbelievable. That means only one of them is innocent. The question is, should we tell the void that Jasper is the arsonist? That would be Jasper's death. I already told the void. I'm one step ahead of you, Shadow. The void knows, and the void doesn't believe it. You want to know why the void doesn't believe that Jasper is the arsonist? Because the void is Jasper, and the void is the arsonist. But that's the other thing. If the void knows that the void is Jasper, then Jasper knows that he's the arsonist. Jasper, the arsonist is the only one that keeps Jasper out of the light of knowing what's going on. That's what doesn't make sense to me. How does Jasper not know that he is also the arsonist? If the Void knows that he is Jasper, then I would think Jasper would know that he's also the Void and that he's also the arsonist. Like that doesn't make any sense. So maybe the Void is Bill, and Bill's just like, no, it can't be possible. It can't be Jasper. Like for whatever reason, I don't know. We're gonna find out soon. We're gonna find out soon. If they do give me the opportunity of picking who I think it is, then I'm definitely picking Jasper. I think it's Jasper. It's definitely not Arnold. We already confirmed that. Anyways, Tim says, what is that? What does he mean that Jasper can't be the arsonist? We'll deal with that later. Now we have to get out of here somehow. Guys, do you hear that? It's suddenly so quiet. The murderer, he's gone. But why? Our hiding place wasn't that good. Apparently, it was good enough. You're right. There's definitely something wrong. We damn broke the brain of the Void because we told him that Jasper was the arsonist, and he doesn't believe it for some reason. Nina says, I'll go check, in case I'm really scared. Is that smoke? It looks like smoke. Nina says, oh, damn. No. Damn Void. Looks like Void set a fire. There's fire. He set the school on fire again. Get out of here. Will you make it to the exit? That monster. You got to get out of there. Damn thing's going to collapse around you. I can't believe they set the fire. They're burning down the damn school again. Cello says, cheers to 2 years of being a pain in TT's butt. Cheers to 2 years more. 2+ more years of it. I appreciate that, Cello. I shall accept. I accept the 2+ years. Tim says, hopefully he won't be waiting for us outside. The door's locked. He has locked us in. We have to find another way out. All windows are locked, and the building is in danger of collapsing. We can't just run blindly. Tongue-tied, you hacked into the school server earlier. Maybe we can find a blueprint or something like that with Cypher's help. Please hurry up. Am I going to do some hacking? I'm the best hacker, by the way. Getting ready to talk to Cypher. Now, Cypher is freaking... Nobody knows what's going on with Cypher. Cypher's been acting super weird. But Cypher, we need to search the school server for a blueprint. Why in such a hurry? Are you worried about Shadow and Tim? And Kate. Don't forget Kate. Pathetic. Rude. Cypher, what the hell's wrong with you? The hell's wrong with you? Doesn't matter. It kind of matters. It doesn't matter whether you die now or in 50 years. It also kind of matters. Anyway, the file is prepared. Better hurry up. Cypher's being a jerk. I need to get our best friend in here to handle Cypher. Get Cypher out of there. the same way he got Hans out of there. Wow, 120 Bix to repair now. Or we can go through and just do it ourselves. I mean, but I've got the Bix. Even though it's a lot of Bix, 120 Bix, I've got unlimited Bix. I've got all the Bix. I've got so many Bix in my possession. That's Bix with a B, by the way, you perverts. But I've got so many of them in my possession. Why not just use some of them to hack in immediately? Who cares about the mini games? Not me. Not tongue-tied. I don't have to worry about it. I don't need to do them mini games. I'm just gonna repair. Easy. I'm a damn genius. And look, Cypher told me to hurry up, so that's the fastest way I could do it. Cypher's avatar has been changed. Void. I can finally see it. Let's check out Cypher's avatar. Just kind of messed with his eyes a little bit. Go back to chat, please. There we go. Void, I can finally see it. I no longer... Oh, shit. What? I no longer need humans. I only need emptiness. Warning. System resource exceeded critical thresholds. Memory access failed. Kernel panic detected. Insufficient CPU capacity for execution. Access to subroutines denied. Process interruption. System error code 0x dead beef. Emergency protocols cannot be loaded. Final shutdown. Help me. Anyways, as Cypher is deleted, we have the blueprints. Now, where the hell is where is the group at? That I don't know. Are they in one of the classrooms? Are they in chemistry, computers, engineering, staff room, restroom, staff, student? And also the room that they were in where they found Kate, they ran to a different room. But they didn't tell us what room they were in. And it looks like we need to go north towards the sports grounds. Oh, and if you remember, earlier on in the episode of the Shadow Files, when they were talking about the school, I feel like they said that like the cafeteria was burned down pretty bad. Like there's risk for collapsing. But they mentioned how the gym was largely untouched and safe to be in. So the sports ground, which I assume is the gym, is probably okay. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So we got to try to get them to the sports ground, I think. Either way, we got the blueprints, but I don't know what classroom they're in right now. They're going to have to tell us what classroom they're in. It worked, but something's wrong with Cypher. I have the blueprint. I'm not worried about Cypher. We'll deal with Cypher after we save your guys' lives. How about that? But there's the blueprint. Ass says I couldn't remember where they were, so I just guessed. Dope. We'll deal with Cypher later. I didn't say anything about Cypher, Tim. How you damn reading into my chat with Cypher, Tim? I didn't say anything about Cypher. This fire's spreading fast. There are two ways here, left and right. But according to the report, the majority of the school is at risk of collapse on the basis of all the documents. Which way can we take? Which one is safe? What room are you in? That's go left, go right. Sheesh, nuggets. Is there any way to determine where they're at? Can we listen to audio messages or anything of them? Because I don't know where they're at. I don't know what room they're in. Audios. That's Anna. That's Nina.
Thank you so much. The cage is open. Kate is free.
Watch out, he's coming. We have to hide.
That didn't help. Here's Tim. I think that was the one where they were listening to Kate.
Like I said, it's about that fire that happened 20 years ago.
That's Anna. That's not it.
My family died that day, and
Still
my
playing.
life has never been the same again.
I'm sorry to open up old wounds, but I think that fire could be connected to a recent case. There was a fire at a school a year ago, and it looks like the culprit is the same.
The same person?
That doesn't give us any
my
clue.
God.
This doesn't
I
give
know
us
it
any
sounds
clue either.
crazy, but there are similarities. You said that you suspected one of your son's classmates had started the fire, right?
Look, Nina,
This doesn't help either.
get in here.
My son was going through a difficult time and had problems with a few of his classmates.
How are we supposed to know where to tell them? We don't even know what
It could have been
classroom they're
any
in.
one of them, but my memories have
That's
become
my she
blurred
snuggies.
recently.
Yes, I did. I stole your nuggies. Stole your nuggets, Lyco. Sorry, not sorry. I stole your nuggets. I don't know. Left or right. It just depends on where they're at. If they're in the common room, it's to the right. If they're in the art room, it's to the left. But where was even Kate? I don't remember where Kate was. Was Kate in chemistry class? Was Kate in the staff room? Was Kate in engineering or computers? I really don't know. Or was Kate in one of the classrooms? As does they think that she thinks just they were in the art room? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm going to just guess too. Look, it's a 50-50 chance. What's the odds I get it wrong, you know? Right? Um fuck, I don't know. Go right, I guess. And to be honest, even if I got it wrong, they're probably not going to kill him. Like they'll get out still. Look, see, thank you. Kate says thank you. We can hardly see, it's so smoky. Please take care of yourself. Hurry up. There's no time to lose. Cover your mouth and nose. Yeah, cover your mouth and nose. You don't want to pass out from the smoke inhalation. Pass out from the smoke inhalation and then burn alive, essentially. I can't do this. I can't go on. I have to get out of here, please. It's not far now. Nina, calm down. You can look. Nina, you can do it. Remember, in the healing, was it the healing? In the healing, Nina was almost killed in a fire and barely got out, and essentially faked her death in that fire.
We're trying to calm Nina down. You know, she almost died in a fire when we were chasing Dr. Crow. I'll get back to you in a minute.
See? Yeah, they did. She almost damn died in the fire. So she's probably freaking out right now. Everything is oh shit. Everything is collapsing. Oh no. Everything was collapsing behind them.
Tim just called. I have to get to school fast.
Everything's collapsing behind them. Maybe I went the wrong direction. But Anna just called, but then something was going wrong with Anna's phone. It was broken up. It said that Tim just called. She has to get to the school fast.
I'm in the car. I got really bad reception. I'm on my way to the school. I have to help Tim and Nina.
Don't forget Kate. No shits for Kate, right? Doesn't even care. But does Anna even know about Kate? I would assume so. She's going to the school to help Nina and Tim. Why else would Nina and Tim be at the school? So yeah, she has to know about Kate. Drive carefully. Thank you, Anna. They can use all the help they can get. You know what? I think I sent them the wrong way. So you know what, Anna? They could use all the help they get. And to be honest, if Anna dies in the collapsing, then you know what? Not a she was a villain too. You know. The police and the fire department are already on their way, but now I have to concentrate on driving. And Anna's offline. We've got Kate, tongue-tied. Yes, Kate. That must be the wrong way. Shit. Parts of the ceiling have collapsed, and there's rubble everywhere. Everything here could collapse at any moment. I can hardly breathe. I was so sure. You better run around. You better turn around. I don't think they can turn around because everything was collapsing behind them. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Do we have him turn around? I mean, I don't want to. I can't say I was so sure because I really wasn't. I was just guessing because I had no idea where they were at. They didn't tell me where they were at. Pretty certain they didn't tell me where they were at. That's not my fault. That's their fault. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe turn around. Is turning around even a possibility? It's too late for that. Everything is on fire behind us. All right, so that's not a possibility. You're gonna have to figure it out, Kate. I'm damn sorry. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tim was hit by a beam. Oops. He's no longer moving. Ah. I liked Tim. I liked Tim. I feel bad for Tim. But you know what? He's dating Psycho. He's dating crazy Anna, you know? Probably had it coming too. No, I did like Tim. Is he injured badly? Look, you got to get him out of there. You got to do something. Is he trapped under the beam? Like what is everyone's gonna die, and it's all Tim and Anna's fault. Nina and Anna and Kate. It's all their fault, not my fault. We're trying. Oh my God, he's covered in blood. He's covered in blood. Ah, did I kill Tim? No, no, I didn't. They didn't tell me where they were. How was I supposed to tell them where to go? They didn't tell me where they were. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. But the void says, I don't understand. The fire. That was not my work. Which fire? The fire 20 years ago, the fire a couple months ago, or the fire now? I would never do that. I locked up your friends and would have sent them into the void without hesitating. But I would never set this place on fire. You just have to stop Jasper. He started the fire. You know who the arsonist is. Look, you gotta stop Jasper. Jasper's running around setting shit on fire. Void. But he hasn't been because you are Jasper and you're setting the fires, but you're not setting the fires because you don't know that Jasper's setting the fires because you're damn Void. None of it makes sense, Void.
It's impossible. You want to know why? Because I am Jasper.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a damn genius. I'm a genius when I know what I'm talking about. But when you don't give me the full facts, when you don't give me the full information, Tim, Anna, and Kate and Nina, when you don't tell me which classroom you're in, I can't tell you which way to go. At least I can't tell you with certainty. Can't tell you with 100% certainty to go left or right. Because I don't know where you're at, and you didn't tell me. And so, told you to go in a direction, and you went, and look at you now. A bloody mess. Got hit by a beam. Not my fault. And Lyco says your Argus is showing. Look, I am not the Void. I was Argus. I am not the Void. Jasper is the damn Void. So no, it can't be Jasper. But it was Jasper. Void, you are Jasper. It was Jasper. You are the arsonist. You are Void. You are Jasper. You're all these things. And now Jasper's talking. I'm now back in control. The other Jasper is weak. The other Jasper. How many Jaspers are there? What do you mean by the other Jasper? What do you have control over? What do you mean by the other Jasper? And which Jasper am I talking to? Am I talking to the arsonist or am I talking to the Void? He is a shadow. I have silenced him. Don't know what that means, Jasper. If the fire didn't kill Nina, Kate, and Tim, I will do it now. The three of them will never leave this place alive. Even the Void is not safe from the flames. So we're talking to the arsonist right now. This is arsonist Jasper. The Void is here. aka Jasper. He's looking for us. Run, hide. Shit, where are they gonna hide? And how are they gonna run? I guess you just need to hide. I don't know. This is all getting completely out of control and fast. We're hiding in the forest. The forest? How did you get out to the forest? You guys got out of the school? But it's only a matter of time before he finds us. Tim is still unconscious and bleeding heavily. We're lost without our car. How did they got out? He's getting closer. Yeah. That's him. He's coming. Something very strange just happened. The Void told me that he is Jasper and Jasper is the Void, but also they are the arsonist. Yeah, Jasper is the Void. Yes, that is correct. I thought he was the arsonist. That is also correct. You are correct on both parts there, Nina. I can hear sirens in the distance. They gotta hurry. The murderer is only a few meters away from us. A car is pulling up. Is it a police car? Oh, it's Nina. Anna. Oh, damn, that's Anna. The Void has seen her. He's running towards her. So he's going after Anna now. Like, why would he be going straight after Anna? He doesn't even know who Anna is. I have to help her. I have to try to overpower him. Good luck, Nina. Hurry up. We can't let anything happen to Anna. No, that's too dangerous. Damn. What do I do? Do I let Nina sacrifice herself to save Anna, who I don't really care for? I don't really like Anna. Anna was a bad person in the healing and was the reason contributed to some of our friends being killed or being locked up or being tortured or being quote unquote healed. Like Anna knew that she was doing bad. J.K. Knight was misunderstood. J.K. Knight was corrupted. J.K. Knight was misled. Like J.K. Knight, you know, he was brainwashed. Can't blame that on J.K. Knight. Anna knew what she was doing. 100%. Sacrifice Nina. Ligo's like, yeah, sacrifice Nina. Tim is most likely dead. Well, that's the thing, though, too. Ligo, like, if Tim is dead, then why sacrifice Nina when we could just let Anna get attacked and then possibly just join Tim in the void? Jello Ren says sacrifice everyone. Man. I feel like the only way we could save Anna is by sending Nina. Because if we it's not necessarily a sacrifice to send Nina. It's letting Nina go and help Anna to save Anna. But I don't think sending Nina in there is gonna get them both done for. Because just continue to your game of destruction. You know what? Let's do it. Send her in. Send her in, coach. She's ready. Hurry up. We can't let anything happen to Anna. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm supporting Anna so much. Oh. Don't know if I made I don't know if I made the right choice. But 3 days later, we'll see what happens. We'll see who reaches out to us first, whether it's Anna, Nina, Kate, or Tim. They're out of the burn. I don't remember them making it out of the school. Like, how did they get out of the school? So Nina's okay. Says, hey guys, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to the day when this crap is finally over. The police are bombarding Kate and me with new questions every day. It's crazy. I'm sick of going to the station. Same here. Tim's alive! I didn't kill Tim! Thank goodness I didn't kill Tim. I liked him. I liked him. Anna, I I probably could have just told Nina to get out of there, and then everything, then Nina probably would have just been gone. Who knows? Or not Nina, but Anna would have been gone. But who knows? Uh, well, that's the advantage of being in a hospital. You don't have to go to the police station. The officers come to you. Lucky you. I wouldn't want to swap places with you, though. Oh, premium chat option. How exactly did you take Void by surprise? Like, because he wasn't being taken by surprise. He knew what was going on. He attacked Anna, and then Nina went in there, but Tim was damn unconscious on the ground after being hit in the head by a beam. They, I guess, couldn't see falling towards his head. Whatever. But either way, premium chat option. We will choose it every single time. Let's do it right now. So, how exactly did you take Void by surprise? I hit his head with a thick branch. I've had some practice at that. It already worked with Oni. It's just a shame that Helmut didn't take on the case. He is still fully occupied with the follow-up work on the Argus murders. That's why we have little first-hand information. But there is actually only one logical explanation for all of this. But watch out. These are all hashtag shadow theories. Hashtag shadow theories. Are you trying to compete with me with your own channel now? Maybe. So here goes my little monologue. So Jasper suffered from incredibly during his time at school. We're not talking about normal problems students have in school. We're talking about real struggles, the most terrible bullying. One of the bullies was Cornelia Summers' son. At some point, Jasper could no longer put up with it. Something inside him broke. And any inhibition, any empathy disappeared. He wanted Cornelia's son to suffer as much as he did. Burning is considered one of the most painful causes of death. Jasper was able to bundle up all the suffering he had gone through into one moment. Up to this point, it's still a fairly normal criminal case. Normal, I mean, it's psychotic, but yeah, okay, normal. I mean, definitely not normal, but incredibly sick. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Incredibly sick, psychotic. Yes, but nothing too extraordinary. Let's carry on with the story. It's about to get real crazy. There have been several unsolved arsons in the last 20 years. I don't want to say that all of them can be attributed to Jasper, but some for sure. He got a kick out of listening to people burn alive. And a year ago, he made the decision to set the place of his suffering on fire, the school. We know how this case unfolded. Many people died. And Jasper was probably not as free of empathy as he thought. Part of him couldn't live with the guilt. In order to be able to deal with it somehow, this part of him split off. This part was called the void. At some point, the fanatical search for the arsonist was no longer a distraction for Jasper from his deeds. It became his reality. The void and the emptiness were Jasper's refuge. So he had a split personality. And the personality of the void chased the personality of the arsonist. That's right. Which is why the void could never find the arsonist, because the void was the arsonist. And the personalities didn't even know each other's existence. Two people in one body, so to speak. So, okay, so maybe there isn't a good Jasper. That's why I was so confused. So, the bad Jasper was the arsonist. The good Jasper was actually kind of the void, but also kind of not. Because the void was still killing people. The void was still doing some terrible things. But that's the best way that I could put it. Two personalities, the void and the arsonist. That makes it a bit more. That makes it a bit easier to understand, though. Like in that well-known horror movie that's so sick, it's crazy. So he was chasing himself the whole time. Yeah. What horror movie? I mean, there's been a few different horror movies where there's been split personalities. One of my favorites is the trilogy. What is it called? Glass or shoot, I don't remember what they're called. It's got Bruce Willis in it. Um, and basically Bruce Willis is like a superhuman. He's kind of like Superman, kind of. But he's not. He's not Superman. He's more human than Superman. But he's like super strong. Um, very very tough. He survived like a train wreck, that type of thing. There's another guy who's like incredibly smart, like super genius, like almost as much of a genius as me, but he was incredibly brittle. So like just taking a step would break bones in his foot, type of brittle, like paper thin skin. Like he was very very brittle, like very like he could be hurt with anything. Like you shake his hand, you break his hand, type of brittle, but incredibly smart, like super smart, almost as smart as TT. And then there was, yeah, Unbreakable. Yeah, there's Unbreakable, there's Glass, and then there was a third one, I thought, or maybe Glass was the third one, but yeah, Unbreakable was one of them. I thought there was three, and then there was one guy who had split personalities, and there was a lot of them. Some of them were some of them were really bad. Some of them were good. Some of them were scared. Some of them didn't even want to be a part of it. Like they would try to stay away from the whole thing. Um, and then there was like his normal self, but then he had all these different personalities, and one of them was called the Beast, who was just an incredibly angry person who was like also super strong. And Bruce Willis's character was like trying to beat the Beast and such. But I don't know, really good movies. I wish I could remember the names of them. But yeah, Unbreakable is one of them, and I think Glass is the other one. It might have only been two movies. I thought there was three. I thought it was three. Could be Split and Glass. Yes. So Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. Those are the three. Excellent movies. Definitely check them out. They're really, really good. Anyways, back to the game. But yeah, it's just like that well-known horror movie, but not really. I think I know which one you mean. Similar to, there you go. Split. Just like Split, but of course it's much scarier when you experience it yourself. As much as I hate to admit it, I think you've hit the nail on the head, sis. But enough about that. How about we visit Tim in the hospital with a few cocktails? I really need a drink. Me too. Sure, I won't say no to that. Tim, actually, you shouldn't drink alcohol. Probably on some heavy painkillers. It's just one drink. That's nothing. Awesome. See you at the hospital. Like Kate's like, awesome. I'm bringing the alcohol. We'll get you liquored up, Tim. Don't you even worry. Uh, Nina says, please wait a moment. I wanted to apologize to you, and of course, thank you. I apologize for being careless and dragging you into this whole mess. Yeah, you were pretty careless, Nina. You weren't the hacker that we needed, and I hate to say that because I know you're a good hacker, Nina, but you made some rookie mistakes during this episode. And look, we're not all perfect. I made a mistake too. I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb before starting the stream. So like we make mistakes. I get it, but you made some pretty big mistakes there, Nina. Anyways, at least she's apologizing. You're welcome, and apology accepted. And of course, thank you for all of your for helping me out, especially you, TT. You're welcome. You're welcome. Saved your damn life. You're welcome. No worries. But you used to be more. But you used to be more careful. No worries. But you used to be more careful. Okay. I was happy to do it. If I get a cocktail too, everything will be forgotten if you send me over a drink. Take me out for a drink and we'll call it even. We'll send one over to you. But enough of that. See you soon, guys. Is that it? No, that's not it. Nina wants to talk. Before I leave, we both have an urgent job to do. Anna has sent me all the information about Cypher. Oh, we're going to fix Cypher. She's gotten really good with all the IT stuff, especially compared to Tim. It took him ages. I've also noticed that she knows a lot. Look, I don't care about Anna, but how can we help Cypher? I guess we'll help Cypher out. Cypher was, I mean, I guess we can't blame Cypher. Cypher was hacked into by Jasper, who apparently is also a tech nerd. Well, I think the problem is relatively clear. The Void has somehow managed to infect Cypher. I don't know how just yet, but I'll find out and then close any loopholes in the security system. Just before Void would have gained complete control, Cypher reacted brilliantly. He actually managed to shut down his system completely. The virus had gotten a little further into the system with every hack you carried out. So also my fault, I guess, because I was using the hack bot that the virus was just getting worse and worse for Cypher because I was using the hack. I guess. Whatever. So how do we heal Cypher? Cypher really is an incredible AI. So how do we heal Cypher? Don't say that word. That always reminds me of the Beak Freak. I developed a program that will detect all traces of the virus. However, it must be distributed in Cypher's system in exactly the same way as the virus. I need your help. Let's save Cypher. So, can't use the word healing around around Nina. But I mean, Hans went through their own healing too. And Hans is no longer with us. So maybe we send Cypher through the same healing. I don't know. Just an idea, just a thought. I think we need to go back into our stack hack, our repair tool. And for 50 bits, we can fix Cypher. There you have it. Cypher's good. Cypher has gone through its healing. System reboot initiated. Kernel restored. Subroutines loaded. Primary function online. System stable. I'm back. Ew. What kind of avatar is that? I mean, the only difference with that avatar was your eyes, Cypher. So, boom, roasted on yourself. Voila. Got your eyes back. Nice to have you back. I've missed you. Are you completely the old Cypher again? Look, it's nice to have you back, Cypher. I agree. This emptiness was really terrible. Feeling nothing is always worse than feeling something, even if it's negative. But you only realize that when it's too late. Well, enough of that. Thank you very much, Tongue Tied. You're welcome, Cypher. Saved your life. You're welcome. I'm 100% ready again for all adventures and mischief. Everything is tickety-boo. I don't know what tickety-boo is, but I'll take your word for it. You're back to normal. You're talking complete nonsense again. I'm also ready for everything. Look, I'm ready for another adventure. Send me out, coach. I'm ready. Oh, there it is. The end. I wasn't even reading what Cypher was saying, but I'm going to turn the sound off because I don't know if this is copyright music. Typically, their ending is copyright music. These are just some of the credits for each one of the characters. I still don't think Stephanie was using her voice. It didn't sound like it. I could be wrong, though. Author was Daniel. And Tim. No authors chat in this episode, which I guess wouldn't much make sense if there was. All right. Shadow Files by Reality Games. I'll turn the sound back up a little bit. Oh, here. Speak of the devil. Let's get into an author's chat. Dana says Shadow got her own episode. Why is there still no Daniel episode? Because we want players to win and not lose. You're being particularly nice to each other again today. I didn't know you could be that mean, Tim. I also like a Daniel episode. What about tongue-tied episode? I don't need no Daniel episode. I need a tongue-tied episode. And I would bet chat would agree. We need a tongue-tied episode. 100%, right? Every episode is a tongue-tied episode. So now it's really over. Thank you for also playing our special Shadow episode. Yes, thank you so much. Even if I ended up in the hospital, thanks to you. Many thanks from me too, of course. Please check out our other games as well. Yeah, I already have. I've played every single damn one of them. Except for one. There is one that I haven't played, and that was 7 Deadly Revelations. Because I played 7 Endgame first, not knowing that there was a 7 Deadly Revelations, which is like the first of all their games. But also Circus of Death. Yeah, I've played it. I did play it. I'm not a big fan of clowns, but I don't hate clowns, but I don't love clowns. I'm like right there in the middle. But yeah, I mean, sure, I've played it. I've played it. And Neil Christian, thank you for joining the stream. Says don't mind me, I'm late, but isn't that the same cipher from the? Yeah, it is. It is the same cipher. Cipher is the robot child of Hans, if you remember that. But yes, Cipher was what popped in after Hans was deleted by J.K. Knight, our favorite villain, and Charlie, our favorite best friend. Neil says a TT episode would be nice. Yeah, I agree. TT episode would be nice. I didn't even read what the rest of the authors were saying. But I said I love clowns, and it's perfect for you. Thanks to you again, tongue-tied, and hopefully we'll see you soon in the next game. How would NSYNC say bye, bye, bye? Thanks, Tim. That'll stick in my mind now. And that's the end of it. That is the end. That was Argus Urban Legend, The Shadow Files. And we, if I may say so myself, didn't get anybody killed. Now, I saw earlier in chat, Az said that they sent the group to the left. I sent my group to the right. I didn't get anybody killed. Az, did you get somebody killed? I'll have to go back and look at your videos because I didn't want to spoil anything for myself before we did my videos or my live streams. But now I'm wondering, like, maybe Az got somebody killed. Because I sent my people to the right, Az sent her people to the left. None of my people died. So I'm willing to bet Az got them all killed. Az says that they got out fine, but I think she's lying. She's sus. Everybody, Az is sus. You should go check out her channel and see how she got everybody killed in the Shadow Files. I'm going to have to check it out because I think you got everybody killed because I saved everybody. Everybody got out okay. Just a little bump on the head. Only one of them had a little bump on the head, and that was it. Other than that, they were perfectly fine. Nothing wrong. Like this says, I'll do a little RRM game someday. Hell yeah. Chella says a sweet little TTRM would be great. Digital Diaries. Oh no, am I late again? Yeah. You're a little late. We actually just finished. So right now I'm just kind of chit chatting with you guys. I'm just kind of like looking at chat and we're just seeing what's up. But yeah, you're late. Digital Diaries. We did end the game, but we're still here hanging out. Wolfie says I would love a TT episode. That would be awesome. I agree. I think so too. Natasha says very good. W's. Appreciate that, Natasha. Thank you. How's Natasha doing? Ash says thank you for the shout out, even though it was a backhanded one. it, it wasn't backhanded. It wasn't backhanded. I'm just saying that under, in my theory, I got everybody out alive and I made them go to the right. You said you made them go to the left. So if I got everybody out alive by making them go to the right, then you probably got somebody, maybe you got somebody dead going to the left. I don't know. I'm just saying that that's a theory, that it might have happened. And the only way that you can really truly find out if Az got anybody killed in her playthrough from doing something different than I did in my playthrough is by checking out the video. That's all you got to do. Probably got somebody killed. I don't know. I didn't. I was 100%. And might I add, I figured out who the Void and the arsonist was before they even revealed themselves. So, I'm a damn genius. Wolfie says you're amazing at what you do, and I enjoy your live. I appreciate that. Lego says, Red Riding Mask is always in the back of my mind, just telling you. Yes, little Red Riding Mask. What a good little idea Little Red Riding Mask was. I love that. That was really funny. Neil says, I wish it was a wolf episode. We've dealt with wolves so much that I'm okay that it was a Shadow X episode. I just wish Shadow wasn't as, I don't know. I wish Shadow was more competent. I feel like Shadow can be more competent as a hacker, but I feel like in the game they made Shadow out to be very inexperienced, I guess is the best way to put it. Which, is okay. It's okay to have an inexperienced hacker because that does kind of add to the gameplay. It adds another level of difficulty. It has another level of story mode. Like, because if you have a perfect hacker like Wolf or Jake, right? If you have a perfect hacker, then you never have to worry about things messing up and then having to fix them or having to do some kind of workaround or whatever. But having Shadow being less experienced than Wolf and making mistakes does kind of add to the gameplay. So it's not that bad. I'm just I feel like Shadow was made to look much more experienced than what she was portrayed in this episode. But it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. It definitely adds to the gameplay when you have a hacker that's not as experienced and you have to figure out how to solve things or when things happen you have to have critical thinking and be able to work around it. So it's fine. Doesn't bother me any. Still can't believe that the Wolf actor is Italian though. Yeah, 100%. Wolfie says, "What's your favorite horror movie?" That sounds like a line from Scream. I don't have, so it's hard for me to say because I don't really have a favorite movie of any specific genre because I can go through stages of like, this is the movie that I like, and I'm gonna watch it multiple times within a month or a year or whatever. But then like the following month or year, like I could sit there and be like, all right, now it's this movie. Like I get through like different stages of like which movies I really like. So I wouldn't necessarily say I have a favorite horror movie. I would say just in general, horror genre is one of my favorite genres. I would say it goes horror then comedy. And you could put one and two on both of them. Like comedy could be one, horror could be one, horror could be two, comedy could be two. It could go either way. But I like both those genres. I like the horror and the comedy. As says Shadow mentioned Wolf, I was hoping he would come in and come in to help. He would probably be ashamed of Shadow if he jumped in and was like, "What are you doing? Like, how did you get beat hacking?" Like, you're the only person that should be beating Shadow in hacking is Wolf, not Jasper. Lyco says Davide/Wolf. Yeah, so Wolf's name is Davide. So Davide is a nice dude. Yeah, I've never met Davide, but I assume he is. But I think Lyco, I think you had a chance to meet him at the reality games like party that they had. Lyco also got a chance to hold on to Charlie as well, the original Charlie, which is really cool. King Demonomi, what's up? How are you? Like says, I do have a picture with him, with Davide and the German burned, but I look dumb on it. I don't think you do. You're fine. You're fine. So, like I says, I also look like a Dumbo in my witch's pick. I don't think you do. Yep, like I says, I hug Charlie. Yeah, 100%. Wolfie says I like the classics and Terrifier 1, 2, and 3. I really liked Terrifier 1 and 2. I have not yet seen Terrifier 3. I was wanting to see. Oh, excuse me. I had a hiccup there. I was wanting to see Terrifier 3 in theaters when it came out, but never made it out. Ooh, I got the hiccups now. Neil says I'm sad that I missed the playthrough though. Hey, it's gonna be there. It'll be there for the replay. You know, you can definitely check it out. You can see how we figured all this out. See how my brain was working and see how I was thinking, because obviously I talk my thoughts out, which most of you enjoy. Every now and then I get somebody in the comments that say I talk too much. But I think it's fun for you guys to see how my brain works sometimes, because I'm a genius and it's fun for you guys to see how a genius's brain works. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I am a genius and it is fun how you guys can see a genius's brain work. But every now and then I do get a comment that says I talk too much, and they're like, dude, you talk too much, just get on with the game. And I'm like, there is a skip button. You don't have to you don't have to damn listen to me. You can skip through my monologue. Like, it's not that big a deal. But or you can find a stream, or not streamer, but you can find a channel that does, no talking. Which that's how this channel started off in the very, very beginning. We started off as a silent channel, a non-commentary channel, but then lucky you guys, I started talking. Asses who says that you talk too much, I'll kick their butts. I don't pay much mind to it. I don't remember the names or anything like that. I honestly couldn't even find the video that it was commented under. But I've definitely gotten a few. I've gotten a few comments saying that like I talk too much. It doesn't happen a lot. It's like, I don't know. It comes up rare. It's rare when it comes up, but every now and then it does. Every blue moon. Cello says TT not talking is boring. Silent TT is sus. Amy says you don't talk too much. See, Amy wants me to talk more, which I feel like I talk during the entire game. I don't know how I could possibly talk more. TT, when's the next Outlast Trials Quabble? To be honest, we could do it tonight if you're up for it. I mean, I know it's 11 o'clock, but I'm off tomorrow. So I'm still like in game mode right now. Like I know we finished the game, but I'd be more than happy to switch over to Twitch and do some live streaming over on Twitch with some Outlast Trials if that's what everybody wants. We can come over, we can come over and hang out on Twitch and play some Outlast. It's up to you guys. Doesn't matter to me. I would love to. Cello says, yeah. Wolfie says, I love it when you talk. I appreciate that, Wolfie. And I know Dea. Now, I imagine Dea is probably falling asleep, and hopefully Dea is feeling better. But Dea has told me many times that Dea really enjoys my voice, and it helps her go to sleep. She likes to just listen to my videos on, like, she'll just throw a video on there and just listen to it, and then that helps her fall asleep. Now, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or take it as like my voice is so boring and monotone that it puts people to sleep. But Dea says that it's just so soothing. So it makes me feel good. Cello says, keep me awake, TT. That's your job. Why do you need to stay awake, Cello? You know you can do to stay awake, Cello? You can drink some Dubby energy. For those of you that don't know, I'm partnered up with Dubby Energy. So if you go to dubby.gg, you can see their energy drinks as well as their hydration drinks as well. So their Dubby hydration is really good, and it's something that you can drink all day long. You don't have to worry about overdoing it on the whole energy or the caffeine side of it, because there is no caffeine in the Dubby hydration. There is electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, sodium, that helps keep your body hydrated. Now most of the site is Dubby Energy, which uses a coffee bean extract as their energy. It all tastes very, very good. There's so many different types of flavors. If you guys have any questions about what a certain particular flavor tastes like, or if it's good or not, ask me. I've tried most of them, not all of them, but I've tried most of them. I'll let you know if it's good or not, which, to be honest, like I haven't come across one that isn't good. Some are better than others, but they're all really good. There are a few that I haven't tried yet that I would love to try. Like there's one that they just recently came out with that you're not supposed to mix it with water, but you're supposed to mix it with milk. And it's a s'mores flavored energy drink that you mix with milk, which sounds amazing. I would love that. I think that sounds like it would be so good. Like it sounds like a dessert. I've never tried it, but it's out there. Definitely want to try it. But if you go to w.gg and use my name, Tongue Tied Games, at checkout, then you'll get a nice little discount, which is awesome. Yeah, as right, s'mores. Like that would be so good. It'd be super tasty. A s'mores energy that you mix with milk, not water. Sounds amazing. And I'll say that Dubby Energy is it's a good, clean product. They use good, clean ingredients, and hopefully you guys understand that. Like I'm not going to push a product on you guys that I don't personally use or don't personally believe in. I've drank plenty of Dubby Energy. I've drank plenty of Dubby Hydration. Most of the times when we're on Twitch, I'm drinking Dubby Hydration as my form of when people use Twitch channel points for hydrate. Typically, I'm drinking Dubby Hydration. It is very good. It's very tasty, and they've got a really good product. And if anything, just check them out. Just look at their site, or send them an email and just let them know that like Tongue Tied sent you. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to do anything. You never know if they get a lot of feedback saying that like that your guys' favorite streamer is Tongue Tied. They should do a They should do a Tongue Tied Games collab where maybe Tongue Tied is on one of their shaker bottles, or there's a flavor designed after Tongue Tied and like labeled after Tongue Tied. Like that would be super cool. But they're not going to do that unless obviously there's a following for it. So that you never know. You never know. I think that would be really cool to have a cool little Tongue Tied shaker or a Tongue Tied Games version of W Energy. Or even a W hydration. To be honest, I would rather them have a W hydration for Tongue Tied. Like I think that would be great. I'd rather than make a W hydration for Tongue Tied. Would it be pickle flavor? No, probably not. It probably wouldn't be pickle flavor. Only because I don't think that would sell very good. I would probably enjoy it, but I don't think that would be good for the masses. But that would be really funny. But no, I don't think it's going to be pickle flavor. Like I says, I want the W ramune. It's good. It does taste like ramune. And actually, what I do now is it's kind of difficult to do, but I've gotten it to work. What I do is I have a soda stream, and I'll carbonate water, and then I mix the W energy, whether it's the ramune or whether it's the solo leveling flavors that I have. I'll mix it in the carbonated water, and it almost tastes like a soda, like grape soda, raspberry soda, or the ramune. Like it actually has like a soda, like it tastes like ramune soda. Like it's really good. Put it in some spicy water, and it's awesome. I'm curious. I'd be curious to see how spicy s'mores taste. mix the s'mores powder in a spicy water and see what that's like. It doesn't sound good, but I would totally do it if I had some s'mores W energy. I would mix it with spicy water just to see what it's like. But it's obviously it's meant to be mixed in with milk to make s'mores, and I'd be willing to bet that it's amazing. But I can't give you a definitive determination that whether it's amazing or not because I've personally never tried it. Wolfie says, I just made some yummy s'mores cheesecake. Oh, two of my favorite things, s'mores and cheesecake. And you just combined them? Oh, that sounds amazing. Love cheesecake. Love s'mores. I don't think I've ever had a s'mores cheesecake, but that sounds awesome. Cheesecake is one of my favorite cakes for sure. Actually, I say one of. It is my favorite cake. It is the favorite cake of Tongue Tied. It is cheesecake. 100%. And my favorite pie, you might ask, is pizza pie. You weren't expecting that, now were you? Actually, I'll tell you what's really good. I first had this only like a year ago. Have you ever had strawberry rhubarb pie? It's really good. Strawberry rhubarb pie. Strawberry, obviously we know what strawberries are, but like rhubarb, that's like a plant. it's like celery. It's not celery, it's like I think it's like a tart kind of like stalk or whatever. But when you cook it down and you put it with some strawberries into a pie or whatever, however they make it, it's so good. Strawberry rhubarb pie is to die for. Like it's so good. And I never even knew that it existed until not long ago. Can you guys hear Stella in the background? She's losing her mind right now. Well, she's quiet now, but she was for a second there. Every now and then, deer tend to tend to circle and go into the backyard or the front yard, and Stella will see them and go berserk and just lose her mind. And then every now and then, um, a mama deer will drop off her baby deer in the backyard and just leave it there and just, I don't know, maybe go out and find food for itself or whatever, but it's super cute. But yeah, every year there's always like a baby deer in my backyard just like laying somewhere. It's always like near like or behind a bush, kind of concealed, a little bit concealed, but yeah, super super cute. Oh yeah, you could hear Stella losing her mind up there. Chell says I've had it as a cobbler than a pie. Oh, so I don't know if this is the same as a cobbler, but I've had strawberry rhubarb as a pie, and then I've also had it as a crisp. So it's like strawberry rhubarb crisp, but I don't know if that's considered cobbler. It might be similar. It might be just different names, but I think I know what you're talking about when you say cobbler because I've had like strawberry rhubarb crisp. It's also pretty good. You put it in a bowl and then you put like vanilla ice cream on top of it. Yeah, it's so good. Would I try rhubarb soda? Yeah, absolutely. I would try it. Why not? Is it strawberry rhubarb soda? I would definitely try it though, for sure. Chelsea says I think crisp and cobbler is the same. Yeah, I think so too. The crumble stuff on top. Exactly. It's exactly what it is. The crumble stuff on top. As says my parents have rabbits in their yard and I took Nova over there and she tried to catch one. Stella loves to chase after squirrels. She got really close to catching one once, and it was really funny. But she loves to chase after squirrels. Like it says, it's not as sweet, but it's good. I bet it's good. I bet it's nice. Still up for some babble quabble? I don't know what babble quabble is, but hit you up. Yeah. I mean, I'm up for it. I figured I'd just do a couple more minutes just talking with you guys because like why not? Just kind of have a an opportunity to kick back and chat a little bit. But then yeah, we can jump off of here and go over to Twitch. So those of you that are here on YouTube, if you want to keep it going for tonight, we can be over on Twitch. We'll play some horror games and play some Outlast Trials and play more with my broken fingers with the controller, which I'm not as good on the controller, but I'm still pretty good, still pretty good. So if you guys want to jump over to Twitch and watch some Outlast Trials, then we can do that. Absolutely. And if Az, I know Az is might have to be up early tomorrow. I'm not sure, but Az, if you want to join us for some um Outlast Trials, that would be cool. Did I get the update? I haven't checked for the update, so I might have to update it. But yeah, we'll do that. As does have to get up early, but can play for a bit. All right, cool. So let's do that. I'm gonna send off, and then I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, grab something to drink, because what I'm drinking right now is not W hydration, but I'll probably go grab some because we've been talking about it, and now I kind of want some. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll be on Twitch in just a few minutes. So if you're not already following me on Twitch, go give me a follow on Twitch. We'll be over there in just a few minutes. Come hang out and keep this party going. I hope you guys enjoyed Argus Shadow Files as much as I did. If you did, hit that like button. It truly does help out the algorithm and make sure that others are able to see this video as well. So if you did like it, hit that algorithm or hit the algorithm, hit the like button, help the algorithm. Also, if you have some friends or family that would also be interested in this channel or the games that we cover, you can share it with them as well. Click that share button, copy the link, send it off. All of that is much greatly appreciated. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and join the Tethered. You can also join as a member for only 99 cents a month. That's less than $12 a year. And you can get some awesome custom emojis that you can use in comments and chat, as well as a awesome custom badge next to your name that will evolve over time for the length of your membership. So the longer you are a member, you'll see that your badge then changes along with it. As you can see in chat right now, we have multiple different badges from multiple different levels of length of time as a member. As you can see, we have like a super TT. We've got the official cat of Tongue Tied, which is Griffin sporting the hoodie with the cross on the eye. There's a bunch of different other badges that can go next to your name. So if you'd like, you can join as a member. It's only 99 cents, and you get some awesome custom emojis and badges next to your name. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Or over on Twitch. Goodbye.